Nigerians are the ones who are teaching people to be arrogant, are the ones who are teaching people to look down on South Africans. Let me tell you something. Keep quiet. We don't have time to reason with foreigners. Leave, my guy. Please come on. No, let's go.
In the past few months, South Africa's street tensions are rising once again. Protests, raids, and violent clashes involving foreign nationals are making headlines again. But beneath the headlines lies a deeper question. Why are Black Africans at the center of it? On the surface, it looks like a debate about immigration, but on the ground, it looks like something else entirely.
Look at them. When they speak to a white person, they are very respectful. They show manners. When they speak to a black person, they are violent.
What we are in fact intending to do for you also, because we don't want a situation where we are saying employ our locals and you get people that
we employ locals, but the thing is, it's a big problem for the locals.
Will take full accountability. We give you the people. We ensure that they comply. We ensure that they come to work on time, and we're not even going to interfere, especially if a person comes and disrespect your business or does not follow protocol.
I heard how she was stuttering.
What we are in fact intending to.
South Africa is a nation of roughly 65 million people, a country defined by a deep diversity and a complex history. Black people make up 80 to 82% of the population, mixed race people 8 to 9%, whites make up 7 to 8%, and Asian or Indian make up about 2 to 3%. These numbers reflect a society shaped by colonial history, migration, and apartheid-era divisions. South Africa's tensions are not isolated. They are tied to unemployment and inequality. The unemployment rate is found around 32 to 40%, and the demographic of people unemployed are Black South Africans. It is also one of the most unequal societies in the world, where whites own 75% of the land while being 7% of the population. All these pressures have stacked up against unemployment, inequality, housing shortages, and daily survival struggles. And in that pressure, frustration is finding an outlet. Recently, incidents of foreign nationals being attacked publicly are on the rise.
We are scared. All of us you see here, we are Somalians, Burundians, and Congolese, we are refugees. There is no safety.
It's still going to be here. We want to know what protection they have to give us, because we need the protection. That is what we.
This sparked outrage and renewed debates about xenophobia in the country.
We take this country back because this country belongs to us. This country doesn't belong to these foreigners. We need to get these foreigners out of this country and take this country.
We must not create an impression that we're xenophobic, because what should have happened to us when we prosecuted the struggle? Should have been put in jail in Zambia and Angola? On the contrary, we're given shelter and food and everything to be able. We're carrying arms in our countries, and they never said that we were foreigners. They allowed us to carry arms, bombs, and bullets. They never chased us around. They protected our houses. So we were not having legal papers. I didn't have an ID from Mozambique or anything, or Zambia, but I moved around.
Supporters of the xenophobic groups often argue that many foreign nationals are undocumented and that they contribute to rising competition for already limited jobs, aka they're taking our jobs.
Each immigrant that is having a business here employs at least 3 to 4 people, contributes taxes. Nobody ever talks about that. We never talk about the dysfunctionality of home affairs in terms of its documentation crisis, where most people who are deemed, quote, illegal are simply without documentation. We don't talk about the 4 million South African citizens who are undocumented.
Kids are not going to school because of these things. We're not going to the hospital.
These are
when they came here, I try with the gift that God gave me. I'm trying to do the hair just to get something. They are saying we are taking job from them. Which kind of job that we are taking from them?
Is it not interesting that they are fighting for jobs? Jobs.
Yeah.
Not ownership of industry. They're not fighting to own the businesses. They're fighting for jobs. So maybe the real question to ask is, who is giving the jobs?
This shop must not be opened on Friday. You have today, which is Wednesday, you have Thursday. This shop must not be opened on Friday. Not all the Ethiopian, Somalians, and Pakistan mafias. You must tell them to bring guns like they always do to us. You must tell them. You must call them. This shop must not be open. You must call your friends from the municipalities. You must call your police friends. No, he's taking video. You can never. He's taking video. Because I told him to do so.
What is the GDP of South Africa? It's more than billions of rands. I'm saying, if this government, if these people of South Africa come together, this country can afford to give each and every South African 1 million rand a year for the rest of their lives. We are so rich.
Many reports show that xenophobic violence and harassment is disproportionately directed at African migrants. This is because they are more visible in township economies, informal trading, and low-wage work sectors.
I'm telling you, I can find 10 videos right this moment of you blacks hunting down Africans in South Africa who are not from your country, according to you, and beating them in the streets. Can you show me 10 videos of you guys doing that to whites? Yes or no?
Migration within Africa is often regional and survival-based. Many migrants move due to instability, jobs, or conflict. South Africa is an economic magnet in the region. Similar patterns exist in many countries globally, not just South Africa.
But let's ask a question. After you marched and say you don't want Zimbabweans, you don't want Nigerians, you don't want Ghanaians, you close shops, you march. Why are you not coming back to tell us the following day that after that march, we expelled 10 Zimbabweans, and out of those 10 Zimbabweans, we're able to give 10 South Africans jobs? There is no such a report. Why? Because those are slaves' jobs. They don't pay anything. You want proper jobs. You want a job with a pay slip, with an appointment letter, with pension, with medical aid, and you deserve it.
The issue of xenophobia also involves politicians using this issue to gain public support and votes.
The devil sent other devils here to this country to come and sell to our children, to come and sell body parts of our people, to come and take the jobs of South Africans. We are gonna go home. We don't want illegal foreigners here. Where the PA, after we've been sworn in, I'm going straight to Rahima Musa Hospital, where we're going to switch off the oxygen of illegal foreigners.
After the circulation of a video where a Ghanaian man was insulted by South Africans, Ghana called back their citizens.
Last Wednesday, the first group of Ghanaian nationals repatriated from South Africa arrived in Accra after waves of anti-immigrant protests heightened safety concerns within foreign communities. The group included women and children, with authorities launching a voluntary relocation process for citizens who say they no longer feel safe.
They want to fix their county. Why are they not change their energy to their parliament house?
The former South African ambassador to Ghana had this to say.
The Ghanaian authority, Boniwa, again, they speak on behalf of Africans. I don't know which mandate they get that from. They are also speaking about raising this matter in the African Union. That worries me, and it would worry all of us if the Ghanaian authorities' intention is to elevate this matter to be discussed at the AU. This is not an AU matter. It's essentially a domestic matter.
Julius Malema also had something to say about this.
The Ghana response was not necessary because it now creates an impression that we are all like that, when it is certain section of our society that needs to be contained by law enforcement. And one Ghanaian lady was saying, you see, the problem is, and I wouldn't have taken this option. The problem is we're being beaten in front of the police and the police are not doing anything. That's the problem. And when this opportunity came for me to leave, I left because if the police can't defend me, it means the state is in agreement with the people who are beating me. So we think it was too quick. We'll still resolve this, and President of Ghana should have given us, some time to really deal with this matter, and we'll get to the bottom of it.
The South African president broke his silence over the situation in the country.
We do need to address the challenge of migration. When it is well managed and regulated, migration can help to drive economic growth and opportunity for all. However, we need to deal with illegal migration. We have seen how illegal immigration into our country can put pressure on our public services and undermine our efforts to create decent work for all.
In some areas, foreign nationals are leaving due to the rise in violence and intimidation. These anti-immigration groups had issued an ultimatum calling for undocumented foreigners to leave the country by June 30. Among these disturbing incidences, a 19-year-old South African boy was targeted because his skin is darker and he spoke a different language. This signals the escalation of this situation. The leader of the xenophobic group had this to say.
First of all, I'm just gonna send out my deepest condolences to the family for their loss. I think it's cruel and heartless what they're going through and what the community did. And I don't think any family, even if it was not a Tsonga boy, if it was just a foreign national even, it really is uncalled for that there's people that have to die because of this fight against immigration and the immigration that we're fighting as a country.